Comparing the first Blues Brothers movie to this one is sort of like the old hippie who says, if you remembered the 60s, you weren't there, you know what I mean?
About 6 or 7 years ago, Danny came to me again wanting to do a sequel. He said enough time had passed. And I was excited by the idea.
And I thought maybe there is a second story to be told here. So 2 years ago, 2 summers ago, I sat down and I wrote the first draft of what would eventually become the sequel.
The story of the Blues Brothers basically is, this takes place 18 years later when Danny is finally getting out. Elwood Blues has finally been released from prison. He has not heard about Jake's death, and once informed realizes that he has lost his brother, he has no career, no future, and he doesn't know what he's going to do.
I got no brother, I got no roots, I got no life, I got nothing, for Christ's sake.
Young man!
Ow!
This movie's about family, and it's about Elwood's loss and how he redeems himself. And you know, at the end of this one, we have 4 Blues Brothers.
My character is this orphan, and Elwood he has to take care of me because the Penguin tells him to be a mentor. Have you ever heard of mentoring? And he's like, no. So then he has to take care of me.
Nothing can go wrong.
What are you, 15, 17?
I'm 10.
10, huh? Look, I know what you're going through. You're lonely, searching for your place in life. Just don't blow it like I did.
Then the cops think he's kidnapped me. So my character is this little orphan that's kidnapped by Elwood.
Stay away from drugs, gangs, cyber porn on the internet, and you could be president of the United States someday.
But I don't want to be president of the United States.
Look, I'm busy. I got kind of a brother in there. He must be in some kind of trouble.
Cab had an affair with a woman somewhere in the Midwest, and the product of that affair was me. So Elwood thinks, aha, I have a stepbrother somewhere in the world, and he comes looking for me, only to find out that I am the commander of the Illinois State Police. I freak out and throw him out of my office.
And don't ever come back here again!
What the story does is it traces the next handful of days when Dan tries to put the band back together and all of the different people they encounter and the adventures that ensue.
So I needed, obviously, somebody with a great male, all-male presence, kind of a Midwestern tinge in the voice, if he could do that. Someone who could sing and dance.
I'm working in a bar where Elwood's the MC slash singer, and Spieler, Barker. And I've always wanted to sing, so I make a deal with Elwood, and I help him out with something, he lets me sing. And wind up rather abruptly joining the tour.
John is a big rhythm and blues buff. He's a big Blues Brothers fan, and he and Danny connected.
Boys, I'd like you to meet my new partner in the act, Mighty Mac. You know, Goodman really seemed like the one.
He was the perfect guy to choose for this, as far as we're concerned. All the guys in the band love him, and I think it's mutual. I think he feels the same way about us.
The guy, he's a consummate artist. He's intelligent, he's smart, he's funny.
I'm in showbiz heaven.
The most intriguing aspect of this production for me was to continue the story of these characters 17 or 18 years after the first one, and they're being played by the same actors, playing the same characters, and they are 17 or 18 years older. That is very cool.
Being back on the set of the Blues Brothers 2000 is a little bit of deja vu for me. I remember having flashes of the original movie and being on the set with a lot of the same people.
So when Dan finally said, we're going to do another movie, he said it 5 years ago. Well, I expected it to be the following year, and then as a couple of years went by, I said, well, maybe it's not going to happen.
17 years between hits it's bizarre and wonderful, actually.
During the rebirth of the band on the road when we went out and played concert tours, people were saying, why don't you do another movie? Why don't you do another movie?
It's absolutely spectacular. I prayed for this event to occur for many, many years.
It's a rare opportunity to explore what happens in people's lives that much later without like fake makeup and stuff.
Now, I was supposed to be in the first movie, but had to pull out at the last second and always felt bad about it. So 20 years later to be able to be here doing what I would have done the first time, picking it up, as it were, 20 years later is pretty neat.
Every movie is its own world. You create a world completely from the ground up. You make your own universe. It's a visual image that you can't shake loose. It's a clean, powerful look.
She's smart. I mean, she will take the opportunity and run with it. So, for instance, I have a scene in a gospel tent, and the tent is white. So I said, Deborah, go crazy, because she's supplying me with the color. And she came up with this insane palette of, you know, these wild hats and these amazing bright colors.
I do view a frame of film as a canvas with a definite, and with 4 walls, with a top, a bottom, and 2 sides. And I see that very clearly.
In this one, she went Afrocentric and made these sort of Christian choir robes out of these fabulous African fabrics, and I mean, her eye is unerring.
This movie is supposed to look like a Hollywood movie. So when you see Aretha and her 3 girls behind her, you know that the shoes were made, the dresses were made, the sunglasses were made to match the dresses, the bags were made to match the sunglasses, to match the dresses, to match the girl standing next to them, who matches the girl standing next to them, who are all keyed in to be behind Aretha.
Hey, what you want,
I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity. And I'm thrilled about it. I love the way this movie looks, and I love my contribution, and I'm thrilled that it's forever.
In this movie, we get to wear much hipper outfits.
She's a great talent, and there's been amazing costumes in this movie. It's very deceptive, a contemporary movie. When you see great costume work in a contemporary movie, you often don't see it. Like 8 kinds of musical numbers, we do all of them in this movie. And I needed someone who could work with all kinds of people, professional dancers and amateur dancers and the undefinable. So I looked around a lot of choreographers in LA and in New York and in London, and I came across Barry Lather.
They all have their own personality, and they all have their own way of moving, which is good. I mean, they're all individuals, but you get them together and give them like a move where they're all in sync. It's pretty cool.
I really like Barry's energy. He was a dancer, and he comes from Atlanta, Georgia. His dad had a little dance shop and, you know, sold shoes and tights and stuff like that. And Barry's just got a great street attitude, and he's just naturally gifted.
Jump and throw, shake, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back it up. They're all different flavors, so for me, it's wonderful. It's a great opportunity because I get to do different things in one spectrum. 5, 6, 7, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap, tap, tap. 1, 2, boom, boom, spectrum.
Orphan, you are throwing down.
He did really well. I mean, he picks up really fast.
We can't all be as good as them.
He's a great teacher. It's a joy to watch him teach these guys the numbers. You know, he's a great teacher. And he and I have worked together on how to stage things and who does what. There's a lot of dancing in this movie. It's a real old-fashioned musical that way.
They have their own vibe and their own kind of flavor, and that's what's unique about them. It's a lot of fun because they can do like cool moves.
Just a little bit, then you walk.
They can do humorous moves.
Plunk, 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 plunk.
They can do something that's fast and phonetic and maybe, you know, real physical. That's what makes them unique, I think.
He's done a marvelous job. I'm thrilled with Barry.
It's all about attitude. Attitude, girls. Play back.
Landis and I have an understanding between us, sort of a shorthand. I respect his gift and from where he came, and I think he has a mutual feeling that way. We like each other.
John Landis is exactly the same. He looks exactly the same, and he acts exactly the same. And he maintains his sense of humor on the set, and I think that helps keep everybody loose and jovial and not too serious.
And ready? Action.
This man is showing that he really knows what's happening making movies.
He's very funny. He'll scream after it. Brilliant, brilliant, great, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, we'll do it again.
He knows us pretty well, you know. They didn't have to throw up any magic mirrors or anything. We all know each other, so it's been a lot of fun.
He's very warm, very considerate, and he's driven.
All right, here we go, everybody.
John is having so much fun shooting this thing, and Dan and everybody is having such a great time that I think that it comes off on the screen.
And in this movie, we have another genius driver and great Hollywood stuntman, Jack Gill, who has done remarkable stunts. Again, I think the audience knows they're for real. We're not, you know, there's no like computer generated anything. This is, the stunt happens there.
Look out!
This is really a neat opportunity for a stunt coordinator. It's actually the biggest car crash ever performed on film. I have 50 cars. It'll probably surpass that.
Cut. That's very funny.
I've been working with John Landis for 8 years, and John's done it all. He's done every stunt there is to do. And to please him, you have to be able to do that or better. He's done a few little stunts on his own. He respects stuntmen, and he's actually a stuntman's dream to work for.
Somebody in here. I'll get in, John.
There's one big crash en route to somewhere else. So that's what we're shooting here, and we're doing it in stages. Because basically there are these tremendous amount of police cars pursuing the Bluesmobile. And there's this well, there was this obstruction. They were paving the road with this big asphalt spreader. So the Bluesmobile just, you know, daintily leaps over it. And the pursuing police just pile into it.
They smash into it, and then 50 cars pile up behind it.
Buck, you want to bring your car up and line it up on here? We'll see how it lines up. I think this is the favorite scene in my career. And as I said to the guys before, this is for all the stunt guys in the world who really would wish that they were here to be a part of this. I take my hat off to them and to all the guys that supported me here. This is a stunt that I think people will talk about for years to come.
Did we get him?
This is what I'm supposed to be doing, all of us. Music, song, dance. I mean, after all, that's why the military and the police exist, to protect the artists of the world.
The blues are not about all the artists who've gone before and been venerable and should be recognized for their old contributions. The blues is about, you know, an ongoing feeling in American culture that will never go away.
Dan is not given the credit due him.
You know what's worse, the rain here or also crammed into the bluesmobile? You wrote it!
He's really a good actor and has broad range.
His parents did a fine job raising him. This guy does what I think any of us said, if I win the lottery, here's what I'm going to do. Well, Danny, we know, is a very successful man, a very creative man, but he's so well-intentioned in all his efforts. He's so helpful, kind, generous, all the positives you can say about a person.
We've got an extremely hard-working crew. They've been really busting it for us. And, you know, this is sort of for them in a way. They're walking around with smiles that are just hurting the back of their heads. And so, you know, there's a lot of love in the room and love and respect for these tremendous artists on stage right here.
Working with him again here in the movie is just wonderful. I at one time I thought maybe I didn't know whether it was going to happen again, but it happened, and I'm so happy. I'm very, very happy that it happened.
Danny has just been phenomenal in pursuing this and making sure that it happened again.
He is just, he's a godfather. And he's, the world needs more Dan Aykroyds.
The Blues Brothers and the Blues Brothers Band treat this music with respect and give it right tribute and play it well. And so it's just really kind of a verification of what we're up to.
Did you hear who some of the members of the Gator Boys were? Pretty much everybody.
The Louisiana Gator Boys. Huh.
Look at it. A bunch of wannabe players.
How good could a mess like that sound anyway?
Hey, man, don't worry about it. We're gonna smoke them turkeys. 1, 2.
These were the fellas that we picked. We had the ultimate rhythm and blues band.
Just blew me away. I was looking at Bo Diddley, and I'm looking at B.B. King, and I'm looking at Mr. Vaughn, and a few other guys. Eric Clapton. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm going, how did they get these people here, all in one? We all were together. I can't believe that.
You know, another unique thing about the Blues Brothers movies now is how much of the cast are non-actors. I'm dealing with musicians. I'm dealing with lots of people who have no acting experience at all.
Would you gentlemen care to jam? What do you think, Eric? Why not?
Cut! Excellent! Eric Clapton!
I love being a musician, and I get scared when I get in front of the camera.
It is different performing in front of cameras, but you know, it's not that much more difficult.
Yeah, I haven't done much acting, but it's kind of fun.
You just manipulate or guide or whatever you can do, trick to get performances out of people. And that's been interesting. Also, we're dealing with so many different types of musicians.
Would you like to hear Stevie Winwood play the organ? I'm looking across the guitars. Guitar A, Clapton.
Oh, it's wonderful, man. I wish we could go on for another couple of days.
Guitar B, Bo Diddley. Guitar C, B.B. King. Guitar D, Jimmy Vaughn.
Get out of here, Jimmy Vaughn, take it.
Guitar E, Jeff Baxter. Guitar F, Travis Tritt.
This is probably literally a once-in-a-lifetime grouping of some of the best musicians in all kinds of music that have been around forever. I mean, I'm just thrilled to be here.
It's a kick hanging with a bunch of my partners and friends that I don't get to see some of them that much.
The music is the main thing in this, and that's what keeps, what about everybody else, it keeps me going.
I'm playing with people who I grew up listening to, people who I had heard many, many times before I'd even picked up an instrument. So I'm thrilled. I'm just honored to be on the stage with them.
I feel like a kid in a candy store.
I wish I had this to do every day. It'd be great.
We just had a good old time.
Amazing.
I can't wait until tomorrow and the next day when they're going to be even more just play in front of us.
It was such a neat film to be involved with, and for me to be on it with all the same people. I never in a million years thought I would do that.
The sequel has been a validation of how successful we were in certain aspects of the first one, in terms of calling attention to this great Black American music. And it's been very gratifying who is in the new one, who has contacted us to be in the new one is very exciting.
When something like this happens, you can't miss it because you never know when something like this is going to happen again.
I've had, I don't know how much fun I've had here.
Everybody loves the music, and I think the music is the root of it.
What a monster record.
The music is great.
I'm happy because I got it made.
Can you see the light?